Namaste, producers, and welcome to Soul Horoscope SuperScope Weekly Report. My name is Witecki. I'm your Sensei to Sirius joy, and pardon my absence, but it was our birthday. I took a little time off of our birthday. Happy birthday to you, by the way. I have to say, I'm finally feeling the energies. It has been an intense time of inner struggle and whatnot. We'll get on to that. This is a super scope, by the way, because it is designed to be super, serve more than one. It's for Tauruses, Taurus Risings, and if you have Venus in Taurus, I have a love segment for you in this as well, so you can find out about what's going on with love and the bulls. And for the bulls, it is your birthday period, but this year it's a big birthday period. This is the seed of a new ego being what you will act on or not act on, and this seed of this ego will likely last, like I said, until 2022 or so. In my mind, I'm thinking, well, yeah, it'll probably start wearing out around 2020. That's the way Tauruses are. The wear and tear, though, around 2020, 2021, I'll probably break down. Chris says 22. But that's what it is. So this is an important one. We're going to keep it around for 8 years as far as we act on or not. Now, Mars is retrograde, so what that means is the whole Earth happens to be at a new ego cycle. So once you come out of your birthday period, you will have a new ego, and so will the rest of the planet. Only yours was a birthday ego, down to the core. So I think it's kind of refreshing in that sense. So we're doing the I am consciousness. This is what you will act on or what you'll not act on. And this week we get into identity. Maybe an identity crisis or whatever. This is where passion takes over, and that creates courage and willpower. And this is what you are known for, the actions you are known for. So moving into that realm. And this week we have a lot of forces pulling on us in so many directions that really the universe is only, it's like the clear simple of it is, if you can do it, go ahead. Because everything else you can't do. There's so much you can't do. Let's talk about that. That's what this is. This traffic jam in space, all the things we can't do. And there's one more to the I can't, which is the Sun opposing Saturn this week. So to remind and review, Uranus and Mars across the horizon here. Mars is the retrograde part. This is Tauruses and Taurus Risings having to reinvent lifestyle. So work style, lifestyle, how you work, etc. All being reinvented. That's why I had to take a week off from myself, because you can't do it all. I've learned that. I'm not losing balance with my whole life just because of work. So it's been that sort of thing. Listen to my ego coming out. Then Uranus in Aries is innovate, innovate, make it great, make it great. And that's our inner faith. So that's having to have faith before reality. Not been fun. Then Pluto versus Jupiter. Pluto is that we're learning new beliefs, and so the story is changing, and that's cool and all. It's kind of hard to know what you don't know. So with that one, I'm just staying open. But Jupiter in Cancer is the way Tauruses think, and it is vitally important that your thoughts are mindful of your feelings, because if you're not cheerleading your feelings, your magic wand is limp. Just saying. We'll talk more about that in future episodes. So the solar eclipse in Taurus was a booster shot of energy at step 8. That is, I decide that I am not these things, which means I may be all these other things. And on the other side of that is Saturn. And Saturn is saying, okay, relationships and human partnerships, you have to maintain your own emotional boundaries in your partnerships in order to make sure you craft that new ego properly. So if you allow yourself to go into the old Taurus where you're there for everyone or not there for everyone, for the Hitler Tauruses out there, then it's going to be a problem. So by the way, the Grand Trine here says that as you manage your relationships, it frees your mind, and it heals your social public stuff, whether that's past life healing, present life healing, whatever. So all positive stuff, really. But the key to this is positive, mindful thoughts of your feelings. Positive, mindful thoughts of your feelings, and be mindful of your own boundaries with yourself, and therefore boundaries with other people. So as we start this week on Mother's Day, which always squats on my birthday, just saying, we move into step 20 where things get passionate. The moon is in Libra, so it's a weekend of really hyper-aware, feeling every bump in the road, maybe for the bulls, every bump in the pasture. And what you're doing is kind of getting into the passion of your ego. Perhaps it's excitement for the future, that sort of thing. Perhaps it's a change. There's a double yod on Mother's Day that says, pay attention to your thoughts and emotions on this day. So let it all go, the work, everything. Just think of your thoughts and feelings, especially when it comes to mom. Isn't it cool that Mother's Day is a Taurus holiday? Of course. Not Cancer, just saying. Because I think it's because Tauruses are producers, natural born producers. Cancers are natural born nurturers, and there's no question about it, and make phenomenal moms. Good thing my mom doesn't watch this horoscope. But just saying, it's interesting. It's a Taurus holiday. Then on Monday, it's hyper, where again, things might get very extreme. Be careful to stay in your balance. It's a test of staying in balance. The moon crosses over that retrograde Mars. Your old battles will come to the surface, but the lesson is to let go of the old ego and the old battles when they do come up. Then the moon moves into Scorpio, and this is going to turn into your mirage issues, and now we're on countdown to the full moon on Wednesday. So on this full moon, it is a step 23 full moon, which means that emotions will kind of hit a note. You might get pulled into the feelings of what marriage or partnership ought to be like. So you might either be very not happy with where you are. You could have a lot of dissatisfaction for every relationship on earth. That full moon might make you grumpy, might make you randy, might make you think of old times. But it's step 23, which means it's trailblazing energy to where relationships will go, most likely by the end of the year in Scorpio. So when the sun goes to Scorpio in 6 months, you'll probably see this realization. The sun, or where your heart is, needs to let go of old battles and whatnot and focus on what's really important to your heart, and that's what the full moon is. So you might get really upset with yourself, others, all sorts of things on that full moon to get to that place. Then it's very cloudy Thursday and Friday. You're going to be very intuitive, and what you're doing is you're intuiting and trying to get clear on exactly what you're comfortable or not comfortable with, because on Saturday you have to commit to something. And you probably know what this commitment is. I don't have to tell you. It's a willpower commitment. It's a commitment of strength. It's a commitment to yourself. It's one of those bull commitments that only a bull understands the bull language of. I'm not bullshitting you. And you're saying to yourself, I will do this. And when you say I will do this, you know it will be done. So this is going to be that time on Saturday. So this is a week of stabilizing your ego, expanding what you stabilize. Then the full moon has you prune off either bad relationships for you or bad battles or both. Then you commit to whatever is valuable, that nugget, and you're going to start to grow and commit by the end of the week. That is the week. Now, for those who have Venus in Taurus, like myself also, I'm a VQ26, just so you know. It is all about faith. There's a shift in faith this week for those who have Venus in Taurus. You will shift in your faith about if love can come. I would say the first half of the week you're the second half of the week you're like all right. That's what I'm anticipating. And what's happening here is that the giving and receiving faith of love is going through that test of faith that Taurus has made about a month ago. So the loving part of you is behind the sun. The Venus is behind the sun. So the loving part of us is behind where our and so that means that in the case of VQs or Venus in Taurus, you're really building faith. So I would hold out. If you're in a relationship, hold out. It's about faith. And then the end of the week, you should start to see some sprouts of the new potential. Again, what are the sprouts? You'll see signs of faith at this point. And if you are longing for love, you'll see signs that it should be coming. So it's good, but you got to hold off until Thursday. So, oh no, my graphic didn't work. So for the Megascope Monthlies of May, they are out now and available for immediate download at soulmart.me. This is where I take the entire month and lay it out week by week with chapters. And I've now got this new thing. They're 11.11. If you buy two, you get the third free. So you can look up your rising sign and whatnot. And if you want to know more, come on down to soulmart.me. That's my little inner child pouting there that my graphic didn't work. If you're watching us on YouTube, please be kind enough to subscribe to our channel. If you're watching on Facebook, you know what? You can come down and say happy birthday to me. Come and like our Facebook page. And when you do, say hi and comment. I'd love to see the faces of the other Tauruses out there. So got fun, exciting stuff coming up. Well, my fellow bulls, you know, Mars is retrograde till May 20th. So this is a quiet birthday. This is a birthday where it's very private. It's with yourself. I had a fabulous birthday. I want to say thank you to everyone who went out and said happy birthday to me already. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But you're going to find that for yourself, no matter where your birthday is, this is a quiet one where you are very privately making some decisions about what you will or won't do, especially in relationships. And you will start to see those come to sprouts and crop up after Mars goes direct to the end of the month. So be patient as you can. I'll see you in 7 days. Happy birthday and live, love, V.